everybody, it's Dallas Miller with Breeze Real Estate, brokered by EXP, and I've got a real treat for you today. I am here with one of our preferred lending partners, Ryan Mundziak. Welcome, Ryan. How are you today?
I'm good, Dallas. I appreciate you guys having me today.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, one of the things I wanted to talk to Ryan about is Ryan has recently switched companies, and he is currently working for Fairway Mortgage.
Yeah, so obviously a lot of the challenges that we've seen over the last couple of years, banks merging, other places closing out certain divisions. There's struggles that a lot of different financial institutions have to more or less do in order to be able to keep their doors open. And unfortunately, back in January, that happened to me.
Ryan, how long have you been in the mortgage business?
Coming up on 7 years. Been a licensed loan officer, being able to operate in all 50 states, and also making sure that I'm focusing on my local realtor partners and improving our communities.
And I'm sure that must have been a difficult position when NASB closed their doors. You probably had a lot of options to you. You're a great lender. I know that. I've worked with you many times before, actually. Why did you choose Fairway Mortgage?
I had a lot of time to sit back and kind of reevaluate what was most important to me. More importantly, what was important to my family, and that kind of resonated with a lot of places' core values. Not so much what I wanted to do in the short term, but where I thought I'd have the most growth and chances for success, and to be able to help elevate things around myself and everybody else. And ultimately joining Fairway, there's a great team, Audrey McMahon and the A team, good support staff, and we're very prompt. We kind of all align as far as core values, which is truly most important. It's not so much the volume of business that we can do, but about the impacts that we're fostering and creating within our communities.
So one of the things I heard you just mentioned were core values. And one of Breeze's core values this year, or primary focus, is community. Having known you for some years, I know you originate loans all over the country. And I think with Fairway, this is really giving you a chance to focus on the local market and really invest in community. Community is one of our big words of the year. Can you speak a little bit to community and how you'll be able to serve the community with Fairway Mortgage?
I mean, I think it's all open for interpretation. Is this within your neighborhood? Is this within your city? Is this within just your circle of influence? But I've always thought that the industry on the housing side or the financing side, that this is an industry based on trust and people helping people. It's not transactional. So I think from a community standpoint, it's being impactful. And I've always kind of joked over the years, I think you probably heard it talking with mutual clients, that a last name like Mundziak is a name that I have to protect. If you run into another Mundziak in the greater Kansas City area, it's my parents, my wife, both of my children that are under the age of 5. So I always do what's best for my family, and that becomes a broadcasted extension of the community and the outreach that I have.
That's great. That's great. We'd love to hear that. I mean, you talk about protecting the name Mundziak. I feel like you've also got to protect that beard. How much time every day do you spend on that beard?
I brush it, I condition it, and then funny enough, having to make this giant, not a giant transition or the change, but to be more people facing forward. About 6 weeks ago, I cut off, 4 or 5 inches, which was terrifying. So for the first time, I think in 5 years, I actually saw my neck. So I've got to train myself how to not cut my neck up and actually see what I look like below the cheeks.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, Ryan, obviously we only work with the best lending partners, but if someone needs more than our recommendation for a lending partner, why should someone work with you and Fairway Mortgage?
I think for Fairway and for the credo of people helping people that we look at into, it's not so much like, what is your generic first-time home buying program, or hey, what do I qualify? How much do I qualify for? The beauty of Fairway and what helped me make that decision is that there's a plethora of lending products that we can offer, and it's not cookie cutter. So what we like to focus on, and what had made me make that decision, is being able to sit down and have a full interview, to be able to listen and hear what your intentions are, not so much on the short term, but the long term, so that we can actually educate and provide more than just one option to you, so that you and your families can ultimately decide what's going to be best for you.
Excellent. Love to hear it.
Absolutely.
Ryan, is there anything else we should know about you before we end?
I think we're good.
All right.
You just let me know what I can do to help, Dallas.
Perfect. I appreciate that. And if you'd like some more information on Fairway Mortgage, or how Ryan can help you get pre-approved for a house, or when you're ready to look at that house and you're ready to set up a tour of any properties, feel free to reach out to us. We will be more than happy to help you out. Until next time, have a great one.
Thanks, guys.